It is the one night of the year where WWE goes extreme. What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Nick here, and today I reveal my predictions for the Raw exclusive pay-per-view known as Extreme Rules. And we would like to send out a special thanks to Barnes Courtney for Hellfires, the official Extreme Rules theme song off the album The Doldrums EP, available now on iTunes and Spotify. Alright guys, we are going to kick things off with a mixed tag team match with cruiserweight implications as the Boss Sasha Banks teams up with the outlandish Rich Swann as they take on the odd couple of Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Banks and Swann. Only because last week on Raw, Sasha Banks got a pinfall victory against Alicia Fox, and then a couple of weeks ago she defeated Alicia Fox with the double knees to the gut, and as for Rich Swann, he's been on a roll as of late, especially on 205 Live. So I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. Alright guys, now of course, as we all know, Extreme Rules is the one night of the year where WWE goes extreme, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. We now move on to the Cruiserweight division as the champion Neville goes one-on-one with Austin Aries in a submission match. Now this match is basically a match between the Reigns of Saturn and the Last Chancery. Now of course, earlier tonight on Monday Night Raw, there was a tag team match between Austin Aries and Gentleman Jack Gallagher as they took on the Cruiserweight Champion Neville and of course TJP. And Austin Aries, believe it or not, made Neville tap out. Now of course, this is the first time since coming to the Cruiserweight division that Neville actually tapped out. And that gave Austin Aries a huge advantage just in terms of psychological warfare. Austin Aries has the advantage. So who do I think is gonna walk out? Honestly, no disrespect to Austin Aries, but I'm gonna have to say Neville, because Neville, he may have been off his game earlier on Raw, but I think this Sunday at Extreme Rules, Neville can pull it off. Alright guys, now we move on to the Intercontinental Championship as Dean Ambrose defends the title against The Miz with the stipulation that if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, then he will automatically lose the Intercontinental title to The Miz, because if you guys recall, a few weeks ago on Raw, Dean Ambrose was defending the title against The Miz, and of course, typical Maurice, she had the referee distracted, which allowed Miz to quote, give Dean Ambrose a low blow. But that countered into Dean Ambrose giving Miz a low blow, and The Miz demanded another shot at the title, and he wanted the stipulation that if Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses the title. Honestly, honestly, this is just another way for The Miz to attempt to get back the Intercontinental Championship, because he thinks that he made the championship relevant. He made it more prestige than it was before. Newsflash: The Miz did not make that championship relevant. He is a movie star wannabe. Literally, I am being brutally honest here. The Miz is a Hollywood movie star wannabe. He can never pull action movies off that well, like actors like Gerard Butler or or Samuel L. Jackson or Ice Cube. Those are action movie stars. The Miz is a paper movie star. Think about it. The Miz came into WWE literally like what? Like what, 12 years ago? From MTV. Okay? And The Miz says that he is must-see. Honestly, I find that complete BS. I do not think that The Miz deserves another shot at the Intercontinental Championship. I will admit, however, when he was WWE Champion, you know what? I'll give him props. He was good. He was. I will give him props for that. But when it comes to when it came to the Intercontinental Championship, there's no superstar can outmatch any Intercontinental title reign ever. Honestly, I don't think The Miz can ever outmatch Chris Jericho's record-setting 9-time Intercontinental title reign. No one can. So who do I think is gonna walk out as champion? Dean Ambrose. Alright guys, now we move on to the Raw Women's Championship as Alexa Bliss defends in her first title defense. She will take on Bayley in one of the worst type of matches anyone could ever come up with. A kendo stick on a pole match. Honestly, just the stipulation name sounds so very strange. Because the rules literally the rules are simple. The first woman to grab the kendo stick can legally use it as a weapon, and of course, the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. You know what? I gotta give Alexa Bliss credit for being extreme, because she's always been that way. Her entire career has relied on the word extreme. Because if you guys recall, when she was on SmackDown Live, she was in a steel cage match, and at the time she was the SmackDown Women's Champion at the time. And then of course she was in a tables match. With I think it was a tables match with Becky Lynch. Let me go. I actually have it all on the books. Let me go back to it. Let me just really quick go back to it. Yeah, I was correct. In a tables match with Becky Lynch, and Alexa Bliss actually took the SmackDown Women's title from Becky Lynch. So yeah, but as for Bayley, not to sound disrespectful, but I think Alexa Bliss may be right. I don't think Bayley can be extreme. I don't think she can. But if she does get extreme this Sunday, I think that Bayley might have a fighting chance. But honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Alexa Bliss on this one. Alright guys, now we move on to the Raw Tag Team titles as the Hardys defend the Raw Tag Team titles against Sheamus and Cesaro in a steel cage match. Now, of course, we all know that when it comes to the tag team division and steel cage and the steel cage, anything can happen. And of course, when it comes to the steel cage and tag teams, it's all about speed and power. And there is no secret that the Hardys do have that. Despite their age, they still got it. So obviously, I am going with the Hardys. But honestly, but to be honest, I can't really take anything away from Sheamus and Cesaro. but honestly, I would say the Hardys. But in this match, but in this match, anything can happen. So we'll see what happens this Sunday. All right, guys. We now move on to the main event, which could literally change the course of the new era forever. It is a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match where the winner will face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. It will be Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns in what could be the greatest Extreme Rules matches we have ever seen in history. Now, of course, under Extreme Rules matches, and with Fatal 5-way matches, Fatal 4-way matches, first person to gain pinfall or submission wins. It's that simple. But we'll start. I'm actually gonna go. I'm actually gonna be talking. But in this match, I'm gonna talk a little bit about each superstar's strengths and weaknesses. So we'll start with Roman Reigns. His greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. Just like his greatest weakness can also be his greatest strength. For a guy like Roman Reigns to win the match and face Brock Lesnar, honestly, I could definitely see something like that happening again, but we all know that Roman Reigns would probably end up losing anyway. That's just my opinion. And then of course with Bray Wyatt, who as we've seen in the past rarely never makes any mistakes, literally. Bray Wyatt is always at the top of his game. Even though he talks a lot, he always finds a way to back it up, no matter what happens. So Bray Wyatt and having weaknesses, I highly doubt it. And then of course we have Finn Balor, who yes, his weakness was obviously his right shoulder. Of course, with what happened at SummerSlam last year when he popped it during his match with Seth Rollins over the Universal title, and that can be a huge target, especially for Samoa Joe. So I think Finn. So I'm just like right now. I'm trying to picture it right now. Brock Lesnar, Finn Balor for the Universal title. Honestly, I could definitely see something like that happening. We've seen in the past, we've seen Brock Lesnar literally compete in the ring against top high flying superstars from the likes of Matt Hardy to Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio. What was that one guy's name with the one leg with the he was always called the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Zach Gowen. Zach Gowen was his name, and like so many other high-flying superstars over the years. And for Brock Lesnar to be in a match with Finn Balor will probably be no different, but the outcome may be different. But who knows? And then of course Samoa Joe, who has no weakness. Literally, he has no weaknesses. He's always at the top of his game, and he always finds a way to come out on top, even when the odds are against him. So I think, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, you know what? That would not be a bad match. It would be literally a match between the Coquina Clutch and the Kimura Lock. So that would be a match that a lot of people would pay to see. And then of course we have Seth Rollins, who, in which his weakness was his knee. He injured it a couple of years ago, back in November of 2015, and of course he was forced to vacate the WWE Championship due to his knee injury, and he was out of last year's WrestleMania, but he was able to make it to this year's WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, and defeat Triple H. So I think Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar one more time, that would be a good match. Literally, it would. Two of WWE's biggest blockbuster superstars battling it out for the Universal Championship. That would be a match I would definitely pay to see. But honestly, this is a match I can't call, because over the last few weeks, all 5 of these superstars literally have gave it their all, have proved to us, the WWE fans, that they have what it takes to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. So I honestly couldn't really call it, but if I had to call it, I would probably have to say Seth Rollins. Either Seth Rollins or Samoa Joe. But yeah, those would be my 2 top odds-on favorites to win this match. Alright guys, well that is it for the Extreme Rules predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to post in the comments below your predictions for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view this Sunday. And remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And remember to subscribe and bell me for more WWE and YuGiOh opening videos. And do not forget don't forget the summer giveaway will start this Thursday. So you have from this Thursday all the way through August 31st to go on Facebook, PM me on Facebook, telling me your full first and last name, your age, where you're from, and letting me know that you are officially entering the giveaway. And I will reply by saying best of luck. And of course, I will be picking 2 winners. And as we all know, those 2 winners will receive $30 worth of holographic foil cards from my binder, from my personal binder. And of course, you have to be at least 16 or older to enter. Anyone who is under must have parents' permission. And don't forget to send in that fan mail as well. There will be a address in the description below, so you guys can send in your fan mail. It can be pretty much, it can be anything you want. It could be like, I don't know, booster boxes, tins, mini boxes, Yu-Gi-Oh DVDs, Pokemon DVDs. It could be pretty much anything. Of course, T-shirts, whatever. It could be anything you want. But if you guys send in letters, do not send explict letters. I will not accept them. And on that, this is your boy Nick here, signing out.